for the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to Burt Hamill Court here on the campus of Merrimack College, as tonight the Warriors begin a 3 games in 6 days stretch as they greet another NEC opponent this evening in the Bryant University Bulldogs. My name is Craig White. We are live from North Andover, Massachusetts here on NEC Front Row. Thanks a lot for being with us. It's a couple of teams here this evening that both like to play a defensive style of basketball. It should be a lot of fun. Just a couple minutes away from tip-off. Bryant comes in at 9-7 overall, maybe a little bit under expectations so far this season. 1-2 in NEC play. And for Merrimack, they are 9-8 overall, maybe a little bit over expectations at 3-1 in Northeast Conference play so far, currently sitting in a tie for second place. Going to be a lot of defensive style basketball, as I mentioned. Bryant, a team who likes to play quick. They like to get out in front of you. They like to run and gun. Love to get shots early in possessions. For Merrimack, they want to slow you down. Defense is the name of the game for the Warriors, and if you are getting shots late in possessions, that is exactly what Merrimack wants to do to you and how they want to bring the game to you for a solid 40 minutes here this evening. A couple of minutes away from tip. We are going to step aside as we do the national anthem in-house. When we come back, we will have starting lineups and a tip for you coming up next here on NEC Front Row.
Piero to the belt and delivers.
Inside, Eddie, another shot, she scores!
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't, we say why not? We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustin for 3. Bash, 3 in the air from the top. He made it! Larino back out to Johnson.
Slater Gosto glides and splits the tee. On 3. Good.
Underneath. Spellman!
We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
And for the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
back here in North Andover. Just about a minute away from tip-off between the Bulldogs and the Warriors. We will take a look at starting lineups as they get introduced here in-house. And first for the Bryant Bulldogs, it appears as follows. It's going to be a redshirt junior, the guard out of Boston, Massachusetts, in Ikenna Naduba. Senior forward out of Columbia, Juan Cardenas. Senior guard out of Franklin, Virginia, Adam Grant. Freshman guard out of Taiwan, Benson Lin. And rounding out the starting five for the Bulldogs, up front, the sophomore forward out of Fairfield, Connecticut, in Patrick Harding. As the lights go out here at Hamel Court. And for the Warriors, starting five as follows. The senior guard out of Patterson, New Jersey, Javaris Hayes. The junior wing out of Brielle, New Jersey, Devin Jensen. Senior forward out of Plainfield, New Jersey, Idris Joyner. Freshman forward out of Baltimore, Maryland, Ziggy Reed. And the freshman guard out of Westwood, New Jersey, in Jordan McCoy. Bulldogs coached by Jared Grosso in his second season, and the Warriors' head man is Joe Gallo in his fourth year with the Warriors. Merrimack coming in this evening having won 3 of their last 4, dating back to the start of NEC play. As Merrimack really starts to get its bearings and as fit into the Northeast Conference as smooth as you can, making this transition to Division I and the 4-year reclassification process for the Warriors. It'll be a long road ahead, but take it day by day and night by night as the Warriors host the Bulldogs here tonight on their home floor. Merrimack will be in the home whites. Ryan will be in the road blacks. And as I mentioned prior to that media timeout just moments ago, it's really all about the defense with both of these clubs. Merrimack's going to try to slow you down. Bryant's going to try to pick up the pace. And whichever side is able to dictate the style and the pace of play here this evening is going to be who comes out victorious. Warriors left to right for the opening 20 minutes. Bryant obviously in the opposite direction. And the opening tip goes to the Bulldogs, and we are underway. Warriors winners of 3 of their last 4. Bryant losers of 3 of their last 4, dating back to the start of Northeast Conference play. This is the 5th conference game for each outfit this season. And the Bulldogs get the scoring started. That's Benson Lin, freshman from Taiwan. Been a big part of the Bryant offense so far this year, and a response right back the other way for Joyner. Joyner lays it up and in for 2. Idris Joyner has led the Warriors in scoring the last 3 games. 13, 12, and then 15 in the last 3 for Merrimack. Lin with a bounce pass inside and the flush for 2. It's Cardenas. Senior had a season-high 5 boards against Mount St. Mary's on Saturday. And a couple of fruitful possessions for the Bulldogs. as the Warriors try to respond here at home. Shot clock down to 8. Triple is no good out of the hands of Javaris Hayes. And the Bulldogs will run the court back the other way. Harding almost had it slip out of his hands. He'll bounce pass down middle, a second one, but stepping into the lane, playing in the backfield there was Ziggy Reed. Bryant asking for a final touch on Merrimack. It was not the case, and so Warriors will inbound in the form of Hayes. So as I mentioned, Bryant has lost 3 of their last 4, including a meeting at Maryland. As Lynn with a theft here, he's going to go the length of the court, gets fouled and lays it in. A chance for a 3-point play for Benson Lynn. Take another look. Somewhat of a telegraph pass, and Lynn finishes with that left hand. Takes the whack as well. And the Bulldogs with a nice little start here, less than 2 minutes into the basketball game. It was an 84-70 loss at Maryland for the Bulldogs. It was back on December 29th, their last road game, in fact, and came back home. Had 3 straight real close basketball games the Bulldogs have. Had a 4-point win against St. Francis, then a 4-point loss to Fairleigh Dickinson on January 4th, and on the 11th, 2-point loss to Mount St. Mary's. That was last time out. As the crowd erupts. The Warriors respond with a couple points from Ziggy Reed, freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, with a dunk. Bulldogs blew a 10-point halftime lead last time out against Mount St. Mary's. Adam Grant in that contest had 17 points. This 3-pointer is short. Charles Pride had 10 points and 5 rebounds in the loss to Mount St. Mary's. 7-4 Bulldogs lead. Here's Adam Grant, left it off for Harding. Harding to Lynn. And now to Duba. Grant wanted the ball inside. Harding kicks it back out. Good ball movement here by the Bulldogs. 3-pointer no good. That one off of Merrimack. No. Final touch came off of Bryant. And so it'll be Warriors basketball. Take another look at that previous dunk. Hayes with a nice little no-look feed to Reed for 2. Warriors were at Central Connecticut State on Saturday at a 12-point win, as this triple is good. Devin Jensen, 58-46 win down in Central Connecticut. 25-25 at the half in that one. The Warriors forced 15 turnovers in that second half alone, in a nice little play by Mikey Watkins as he goes up and under for 2. And Merrimack will take its first lead. Into the corner, Lynn with a fake 3. Twist around on that pivot foot. Harding, long cross-court pass. Duba puts it on the floor. Lynn for 3. That one is good as well. Both teams shooting pretty well here in the opening 4+ minutes. And Bryant regains the lead. Tonight beginning a 3-game in 6-day stretch for the Warriors. They'll go on the road over the holiday weekend. Jensen from downtown. No good, and Harding rips down the rebound. Something you might hear a lot tonight. Harding takes the rebound, almost 9.5 rebounds per game. He is second in the NEC in rebounds per. Already has 300+ career rebounds. He's only a sophomore out of Fairfield, Connecticut. As it's Javaris Hayes with it. Now a senior, the Garden Stater. Gave it off to Joyner, and Joyner glares up at the rafters after that miss. He didn't like how that ball came out of his hands. Inside for Harding. Harding runs into Joyner. Oh, and a travel, no foul, and the ball will go back to the Warriors. We got a timeout on the floor, 14:55. We will step aside real quick and be right back here to North Andover.
Piero to the belt and delivers.
With his third goal of the tournament.
Lead by Braxton is good at the buzzer. Would you believe it?
Allegro comes inside. Eddie, another shot. She scores. And for the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
Back here at Hamel Court, Bryant's got a 1-point lead, 10-9. It's over 5 minutes into the basketball game. Thanks for being with us here on NEC Front Row. My name's Craig White. And a couple different lead changes here early on. Both teams shooting the basketball really well. Merrimack 50% from the field, Bryant over 57%. As Hayes carries it up court. Hayes with those neon highlighter shoes. Give it over to Reed, who had those pink highlighter shoes, and then Michael Daring knocks down the triple. Freshman from Boston, Massachusetts, had a career-high 12 points down at Central Connecticut State on Saturday. He hit 4 3-pointers in that game, picking up right where he left off. Grant approached by 2 Warriors. This one's an air ball. Merrimack comes down with it. That 2-3 zone that the Warriors like to employ defensively. It won't be far behind Grant's. They won't have a ton of space to operate all night long if the Warriors have it their way. Jensen steps in front, takes this one away. Chance for some fast break points, and Jensen lays it in for 2. Well, that's been the Warriors' MO in games that they've won this season. Getting steals, forcing turnovers, and getting some easy points off of said turnovers. Ardanis for a triple, and that one's good. Back to within 1. Oh, and take another look at that play. I wasn't sure initially who they were going to call a foul on. I wouldn't have called one on either player, but foul goes against Bryant in this situation. Naduba, his first personal. Little 360 swivel from Minor. Gives it off to his left, gets it back from Hayes. Tries to lay the shoulder down and power his way in. Oh, Minor with a high hit, and then a late foul call. Our officials tonight, Matt Levine, Dan Basil, and Michael Lucky. And an offensive foul on the Warriors, their second team foul, as it brings us to a timeout. 13:07 still to go here in the first half. We'll keep it right here on the campus of Merrimack College. Warriors coming in to tonight in a tie for second place with St. Francis. Everybody currently chasing Robert Morris, who seems to have given themselves a little bit of breathing room, or at least established themselves potentially as the team to beat in the conference. Take another look at that previous play. And obviously no audio on the replay, but Minor did make that move to the bucket because there was a late whistle, or there was no whistle until there was one. Minor had tried to make his way to the bucket. Referees are reviewing the situation. Take another look here. Thought it could have been called a defensive foul initially, and then once they let that go, then it could have been an offensive foul. So be interesting to hear what the guys in stripes have to say about this one. No Jaleel Lord in the lineup for Merrimack College tonight. Senior from Jersey City, New Jersey. Started every game last year for the first time in his career. He's not in the lineup here tonight. Second on the team in points per game with about 9.5. And it seems like a long discussion and decision for this point of the basketball game. We're less than 7 minutes in a 1-point game, way early in a first half. Do expect this to be a close game, but this shouldn't affect or create such a long delay, and it is going to be called a flagrant one. So a flagrant one on Minor. And Sebastian Towns going to get some free throws for the Bulldogs. And nothing but net from Towns. Towns, a senior out of Chesapeake, Virginia. He's really had an interesting story last year. All NEC conference player, averaged over 15 points per game. He's had some ankle trouble this season. Just his 5th appearance on the year. As you see him getting a little jog over to the basketball. Missed the first 4 games of this year. Then he was in the lineup for 4 straight. And then he missed the last 8 games. So Sebastian Towns in there for the first time in quite some time. And I'm sure head coach Grasso is happy to have his senior back in there. Towns hadn't played since at New Hampshire back on November 26th. Played 13 minutes in that game. 17 minutes was his high at Drexel back on November 20th. But again, missed 8 straight. And now he's back in the lineup here tonight. 15-14, the narrowest of margins. Bryant with a lead, kicked into the corner, wide open 3, too short. Out of the hands of Jordan McCoy. Charles Pride, ball carrier. Freshman from Syracuse, New York. Speaking of a couple of the players around the, or a couple of people around the Bryant program prior to tip tonight. Word is that Pride might be the best freshman in the Northeast Conference. Obviously, Bulldogs personnel might be a little bit biased, but they've clearly got a good player in the freshman number 5 in black tonight, as that three-pointer was drained from the corner. Bryant shooting 50% from triple, 3 for 6 so far. McCoy. Inside Minor. Minor trying to quarterback the offense, directing traffic there with hand signals. Back off for Ziggy Reed. Ziggy Reed, and back in for Minor. Minor trying to follow up on his own offensive rebound, trying to get the jump ball. It will be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Merrimack. And the Warriors will hang on to possession. See the consequential possession of the Warriors coming up in just a few. We'll step aside real quick. Right back here on NEC Front Row.
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't. We say why not? We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustin for three. Bash, three in the air from the top. He made it! Loreno back out to Johnson.
Slater Gusto glides and splits the tee. On three. Good.
Underneath. Spellman!
We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
Welcome back to North Andover, Massachusetts. Thanks for being with us here on NEC Front Row. The Warriors and the Bulldogs, it's been a real good one. First 8.5 minutes or so from the campus of Merrimack College. Thanks for being with us. It's the first time all year that Bryant has had everybody dressed this season. Bulldogs at 9-7 overall, 1-2 in NEC play. Warriors 9-8 overall, but 3-1 in the conference. Hayes and Jensen. A little 360 look by Jordan Miner. Miner looking for somewhere to go with the basketball. Hayes comes around on the C cut, and a little floater is good for two. How about Javaris Hayes? Leads this team with just less than 10 points per game at a career, or tied a career high with 9 steals against Central Connecticut State last time out for the Warriors in that 58-46 win this past weekend. Second most in an NCAA game this season, those 9 steals. He's fourth now in NCAA history. Exactly 400 career steals for Javaris Hayes, as that one rejected by Miner. Hayes has got a total of 64 thefts so far here in 2019-2020. Miner with a big defensive effort. Warriors with a chance to tie or retake the lead on this possession. Championship season for the Warriors last year, then a jump, a whole division to D1. Nice passing inside, got it to Joyner. Joyner kissed it up and in for two. Joyner had a big day on Saturday at Central Connecticut. 15 points, 9 rebounds, both a season high for the senior from Plainfield. Grant, Lynn from the elbow, and this one around the globe and through. It's past the halfway point now in the first half. Teams trading buckets. Hayes walks it slowly up the court. Here's Mikey Watkins. He had 7 points and 4 steals at Central Connecticut. Jensen faked it, taked it from downtown. Joyner will shove, maybe a slight sell from Sebastian Towns. Oh yeah, Towns is gonna get called for the foul. His first, team second. Mikey Watkins, the sophomore guard, mentioned 7 points, 4 steals at Central Connecticut on Saturday. Last year, the Warriors' top reserve. And here he goes right to the hoop, and we got goaltending. Yes, sir. Look at that move from Watkins, working around the pick from Joyner, and then the goaltend on the back end. Count it for two. 20 all here from Hamel Court. Bryant in the form of Grant to Lynn. Land, blue pass. That one almost taken away by Watkins, kicked out by Green. Cardenas through, and that's going to be an offensive foul. It will. Great job to draw that offensive foul. Let's take another look. The drive firmly square to the opposition. Idris Joyner, 6'5", 230. Not easy to run through that body. Joyner top 10 in the NEC in field goal percentage this season, shooting at about 53%. Hayes decided to penetrate, kicked it back out for Jensen. Jensen just a little bit too strong. That one kicked off iron, and the rebound collected by Cardenas. Cardenas has been good on the glass in the last couple for Bryant. Adam Grant. Benson Lynn back for Grant. Grant's been shut out so far tonight. Duba, Grant is way outside. Kicks through the legs, wanted Lynn. Harding, one-on-one. Cardenas got it to go. Season high 8 points for Juan Cardenas at Fordham back in mid-December. Native of Columbia, listed at 6'7". Already has 7 points in this basketball game to one of the better Bulldogs so far. Hayes not guarded out by the three-point line, has a little floater. That one is too short, was contested by Cardenas. Naduba averaging 9.3 points per game. Adam Grant really trying to play facilitator so far here tonight. Naduba, bounce pass for Lynn. Lynn with a quick and a nice release. Drains it, and a 5-point lead right now for the Bulldogs. Is the largest lead that Bryant has had tonight. Less than 7.5 to go in the first half. Warriors holding to their opponents to 61.5 points per game this season. That's the top mark. Deep two is good for Watkins. Top number in the NEC. Warriors also sporting the top turnover margin, plus 5.76. That's fifth in all the NCAA. Kicked out to the corner. Grant, did he walk with it? No, he stepped out of bounds. Gonna be a Warrior ball. We are gonna take a break here from North Andover. Bryant sporting a 25-22 lead with 6:48 to go in the first.
For the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
Well, it's the first road game as part of the NEC schedule for the Bulldogs, and they've looked pretty good so far. How about Benson Lynn? Already got 16 points here tonight. Bulldogs are perfect 7-0 when he scores 10 or more. As take another look at that last rainbow tray from him. Warriors with a little bit of full court press coming up. Watkins down to 5 on the shot clock. Tip back out, three-pointer. This one off the rim and collected by Naduba. Naduba named an NEC Prime Performer back in the last week of December. 9.3 points per game, 44% from the field for him. Here he is inside the paint trying to kick it down low for Harding, and pass was just a little bit behind of Patrick Harding. And Bryant wanted a touch on Jensen, did not get the call. Watkins glides up court with it. 5:50 to go in the opening half. Minor, 11 points and 2 blocks against Mount St. Mary's on Thursday, and a three-pointer for Daring ties the basketball game up. Daring named the NEC Rookie of the Week. 7 three-pointers led the Warriors to a 2-0 week. He's got double-digit points in each of the last 2 games. That 11 versus Mount St. Mary's, is this one thrown down by Cardenas. It's a new season high for Cardenas. So he's got 9 points in the first half here tonight in North Andover. Lane to the cup, no finish for Reed. Reed tried to scoop it back up. Naduba all over the loose ball. Lynn has felt it tonight. He's going to try the three-pointer. Just was off, had the line just a little bit short. Cardenas collected the board. Naduba. Cardenas is in the corner, and he's fouled on the three-pointer. Cardenas buries the three-pointer. Chance at a 4-point play. And that one is absolutely worth taking another look. Some good ball movement at times here in the first half from Bryant. Cardenas played 1 season at junior college at Midland College in Texas. And the senior now has 13 points as that season high continues to rise. Javaris Hayes, top stealer in the entire country this year. Shot up and over the top of the backboard, and the Warriors, it's been a long time since their last bucket. Warriors have just turned the ball over 2 times, but things haven't gone down their way on the offensive end yet. Cardenas with the fake through the legs of Lynn. Should be a 2-on-1 situation for the Warriors. Nice ball handling by Hayes to get it over to Daring. And the freshman chucks it through the hoop for 2. 31-27. Daring with double-digit points in each of the last 2 games. Mentioned the career-high 12 at Central Connecticut. He had 11 against Mount St. Mary's, and another response from Bryant. How about Cardenas right now? Him and Lynn, each with 16 points in the first half for Bryant. Those two really doing it by themselves for the Bulldogs. This is maybe the most talent that Bryant has had since their transition to Division I. Picked 6th in the preseason NEC coaches poll. Daring coming off of a pick, drops it off Joyner with an open 3-point look. That one also no good. Warriors getting some open looks on the offensive end, cannot get them to fall. Naduba. Michael Green the third out there as well. Green gets it back. Green puts the ball on the floor, little runner, and a blocking foul is called. Green will get 2 shots.
For the foul number 15, Idris Joyner, his first, team's 4th. Medium.
2:55 left to go here in the opening half. It's a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. How about Juan Cardenas turning the ball over? Hayes getting it up to Daring and the flush for 2.
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, Every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't. We say why not? We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustine for three. Bash, three in the air from the top. He made it! Larino back out to Johnson.
Slater Gusto glides and splits the tee. On three. Good.
Underneath. Spellman!
We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
Bryant's got 2 16-point scorers. Daring's got 8 to lead all Warriors right now. And it really feels like, though, that the Bulldogs have taken control of this basketball game. Here's Michael Green, had 28 minutes, collected 6 assists against Mount St. Mary's. Had 7 points in that game. Freshman from the Bronx. Green, a 3-time captain at Mount St. Michael Academy before making his way to Bryant University. Now a 9-point lead for the visitors. That's their largest lead tonight. Hayes gets the basketball. Now he'll get it back. Hayes gonna drive inside. And a foul happens on the floor prior to the shot.
Bulldogs foul out number 0, King Yuba. His second, team's 4th.
Joyner left wide open for 3. That one also no good, and the easiest rebound of the day for Towns. Towns making his 5th appearance of the season here tonight. Averaged over 15 points a game last year. Green looking for an outlet. There's Lynn. Inside for Towns. Towns at the elbow. Cardenas waits for the traffic to go up and over. Misses the layup opportunity. Kept it inbounds, but there's no one wearing black there. Here come the Warriors the other way. Into the corner. Open look for Daring. No good. Warriors have gone ice cold shooting the basketball. Started off real hot. Not so good as of late. Bryant trying to create those triangles. Cardenas turns and misfired just a touch. Minute 45 to go in the half. Lead is still 9. Chance here for the Warriors to break into it. Joyner will try the 3 again. Try again, but he'll miss. Naduba missed the entire 18-19 season with injury. Now a redshirt junior from Boston. Green wants help from Lynn on the kick out. Naduba no look inside. Towns with the fall away. That one also missed. Ryan averaging 73 points per game. Not currently on that kind of pace. Lynn almost gets that one stripped away. Green with the floater. That one kicks off both sides of the cylinder. Also stays out. And a timeout is called by head coach Joe Gallo. Just a 30-second timeout. Joe Gallo in his 4th season with the Warriors. Merrimack College graduate back in 2004. Now has 70 wins as the head coach of the Warriors. 61 wins in his first 3 seasons at the D2 level, with the most for any Warriors coach in their first 3 seasons. He's pretty familiar, actually, with the Northeast Conference. I'm sure all the fans watching at home who are also familiar with NEC men's basketball know Joe Gallo from his time with Robert Morris He's an assistant coach there for 4 seasons. Also spent some time with Dartmouth College up in Hanover, New Hampshire before making his way back to his alma mater. He's done a great job with the program since. Chance to draw up a play. Be at least another possession for Bryant on the other side of this one. Merrimack could get the ball back another time. Nice stutter step on the Euro from Hayes, and that one would not fall. But a touch, somebody wearing black, and it'll be Merrimack ball. Hayes, the program's all-time assist leader, 850 career assists. Jensen for 3, and that one made it rain. Devin Jensen, top 4 in the NEC in 3-point field goal percentage. Business major out of the Garden State. Harding kicked it inside. Jensen with the jazz hands. Got the touch, then it went off for the Bulldogs and out, and the Warriors with a nice little push here in the final minute. Shot clock is shut off. 17 seconds in the opening 20 minutes. The Warriors can finish this one with a bucket. Put themselves in a good position considering they were down 9 just moments ago. Down to 6 seconds. Hayes with the basketball. Goes to the right hand, switch back to the left, gonna fall up, trying to lay it in. Nice defense played by Grant on the other side. A couple of Lou Henson Award watch list nominees on that previous play. It's a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs, 36-30 as we head to the break. We're through 20 minutes. We'll step aside, bring you back in a few here from North Andover.
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't, we say why not. We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustin for 3. Bash, 3 in the air from the top. He made it! Moreno back out to Johnson.
Slade Augusto glides and splits the T. On 3. Good.
Underneath.
Spellman!
We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
For the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
Piero to the belt and delivers.
Lead by Braxton is good at the buzzer. Would you believe it?
Allegro jumps inside. Eddie, another shot. She scores.
Welcome back here to the campus of Merrimack College, where the Bulldogs lead the Warriors by 6 at the break. Take a look at some of the first half stats to this point. Well, it's going to be it's been the Bulldogs' day so far shooting the basketball. Take a look at the field goal percentage as well as three-pointers. And turnovers, interesting key as well. 10 turnovers for the Bulldogs, just 3 for the Warriors. Took real good care of the basketball, but seemed like Bryant in that opening 20 minutes really wasn't defending the three-point line all that much. Kind of let the Warriors had their take from out there. Merrimack shooting around 30% from three-point land this season. That's 10th in the conference. Bryant, the best team at defending the opposition as far as field goals go. Teams only shoot about 40% from the field. The Bulldogs took advantage of that in the first half. This is also a team in the Bulldogs who plays real good defense in the inside. They have the most blocks in the conference, so maybe the Warriors a little bit timid about going into the paint, and so far Merrimack has been the better team in the paint, outscoring Bryant 2-1, 16-8 in points in the paint so far. So some things going towards the trends, some things bucking trends, but a close basketball game, somewhat defensive basketball game, as we might have expected here through 20 minutes. We're going to take a look upcoming at some of the top plays around the conference, the NEC top plays of the week. Check them out coming up.
Kyle Turner for NECFrontRow.com here to bring you the NEC 9, the top 9 plays from the past week in Northeast Conference hoops action. Starting things off at number 9. Great ball movement from Wagner leads to this three-pointer from freshman Alex Cowan.
A lot of her work she does inside the paint. She can hit a three from time to time and likes to shoot them, but a lot of her work comes from 2. Cowan in rhythm, 3, right on time.
Number 8, mounts Damian Chanqui with a great look down low to Omar Hobway for the jam against Wagner.
As the Mount running the weave up top, down by 4, largest Wagner lead. On the drive, big cut Hobway, and a flush, and a foul. What a dunk. Boy, it looked like the Mount was a bit out of sorts. The screen came a bit late. Chanqui took it, and Hobway made the cut, and look at this finish.
For number 7, we head to Fairfield, Connecticut. With time winding down, Merrimack's Elena Fersman knocks down this three-pointer at the end of the first half.
To Cesare, guarded by Sonia Smith, takes off with 4 seconds, picks up her dribble, hits Danae Smith, now to the corner, that 3 would count, it's good! From the wing, they will count it for Elena Fersman, probably the last option on the floor, but she was the one open, and she drains it at the buzzer, a second buzzer beater for Merrimack in the first half from downtown.
Number 6. Bryant's Adam Grant knocks down the deep 3 and draws the foul. He'd go on to complete the 4-point play.
Naduba, right-handed dribble, trying to find the screen. Grant pulls up from the right wing, same spot, and one.
Wow.
Adam Grant.
Wow.
From the right corner.
What a shot that was.
Coming in at number 5. Sacred Heart Sonia Smith drives, spins, and lays it up. Count the basket and the foul.
Ball sticking a lot for Sacred Heart. Team that gets in trouble like that sometimes. What a job by Sonia Smith. And you work one-on-one in isolation like that, defense is good. It's going to take a miracle scoop shot like that. That was amazing.
Number 4. Robert Morris's A.J. Brahma with not 1, not 2, but 3 alley-oops in a road win at Merrimack.
Thinking, oh man, I'm going to come out of the game as a result.
Alley-oop, Tracy for Brahma, and 1. They've already made 2 more field goals, 2 more three-point attempts than they did in the first half. Alley-oop, Brahma throws it down off the feed from John Williams. Here to the mid-50s right now, and even if there is another basket, somewhere in the 50s. And then an alley-oop to end the game. Why not? A.J. Brahma, one final throwdown.
Number 3. Merrimack's Idris Joyner makes the extra pass to Ziggy Reed, who throws it down with the right hand.
And ultimately, Hawkins lost his footing and couldn't gather the ball up. Now Hayes pressing it up to Joyner. One final pass, and the slam down by Ziggy Reed.
Coming in at number 2, Bryant's Adam Grant drives the lane and throws up an alley-oop pass to Hall Elijahs for the two-handed slam.
Michael Green the third around Braxton. Elijahs throws it out for Grant with 3. Alley-oop for Elijahs! Oh, Hall Elijahs! Wow!
And our top play of the week comes from the Merrimack Warriors. Freshman guard Jamie DeCesare knocks down the half-court three-pointer at the buzzer to end the first quarter.
The bank's open all right. DeCesare gets it off just in time. And it's a 15-13 lead for Merrimack, although they will check it to make sure.
There you have it. Those are your top 9 plays from the past week in Northeast Conference Hoops action. For NECFrontRow.com, I'm Kyle Turner, and I'll be back next week with another edition of the NEC 9.
Two leading scorers, both on the Bryant side, Juan Cardenas and Benson Lynn, already with season highs for the both of them. We've only played 20 minutes of basketball, 16 points each. We're going to step aside, but when we come back, we'll take a look at some of the highlights featuring the both of those two fellas who have had themselves quite the evening so far. Take a break. See you in just a sec here on NEC Front Row.
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't, we say why not. We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustin for 3. Bash, 3 in the air from the top. He made it! Loreno back out to Johnson.
Slater Gusto glides and splits the T. On 3. Good.
Underneath. Spellman! Hey!
We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
For the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
Piero to the belt and delivers.
Clean by Braxton is good at the buzzer. Would you believe it?
Allegro dumps inside. Eddie, another shot. She scores.
6-point game here at halftime. Well, if you were to say that Javaris Hayes and Adam Grant would have a combined 2 points to this point in the basketball game, you might think that it's going to be a low-scoring game. That has not necessarily been the case, and that's thanks to the likes of Juan Cardenas and Benson Lynn. How about Lynn in that first half, already surpassed his season high. There's a little chance for Lynn and the and one. He is averaging about 9 points per game. Team is 7-0 when he scores 10 or more. Showed some deep two range. And then how about this triple? Straight on, that's buckets. And then it was Cardenas, the other star. He kind of picked it up in the second part of that first half. All sorts of range shown on this highlight clip. And then drills the triple from the corner. There he is on another cut to the basket. You can find him at the rim, and you can find him from downtown. Ended up throwing together a 4-point play at one point in that first half as well. Only about a minute away from the start of the second half. Thanks for being with us again here on NEC Front Row. My name's Craig White. It's a entertaining first half. 36-30. Bryant shot the basketball really, really well. Cardenas at the middle of it. 3 3-pointers for 16 points. As the Bulldogs right around their season average for points per through 20 minutes. Under head coach Jared Grosso in his second season. Bulldogs have a chance with a win tonight to match their win total from last season already. Team who won 10 games last year went 10-20. As the 8th seed in the NEC tournament after winning 7 games in the conference. And then lost to St. Francis in the tournament quarterfinals. First time that they've seen Merrimack in quite some time. Cardenas so far a fan of playing the Warriors. Cardenas averaging less than 2 points per game. Mentioned his previous season high at Fordham back on December 10th. He had 8 points. Doubled that in half of a game here tonight. Teams have switched sides, and we are back underway here in the second half. Aduba probably should have hit that shot. Wasn't all that contested. They try to follow up the rebound.
His third, first in the team in the second half.
And let's see if the Warriors have had any offensive adjustments coming out here in the second half. Ziggy Reed been playing a lot of minutes as of late for the Warriors. Hayes trying to take it into his own hands. Little loop shot would not go. Bryant's done a good job defensively against Hayes in the paint tonight. Joyner, Mikey Watkins trying to penetrate the inside, and Jensen lets it go down to 1 second on the shot clock. Caught the iron, will not matter. Adam Grant comes down with it. He had 0 points in the first half. He averages 19.5 points a game and nearly 4 3-pointers a game, both second in the conference. But the Warriors paying attention to him and making other players beat them as Hayes gets his first steal of the night. Hayes gets it out in front to Watkins. Lays it in for 2. Gallo wanted a foul on the play on Watkins. Had a touch, but Watkins gets to 2 points, cuts it down to 4-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Started 8-4 this year, Bryant did. Tied for their best start in their Division I history. Lynn with a no-look pass out to the MC logo at midfield where Grant catches it. Harding is inside, put the ball on the floor, spun to his left, fell away, got fouled, and he'll go shoot two. Patrick Harding.
His second, team's first in the second half.
6'9", 245 pounds. Sophomore from Fairfield, Connecticut. A two-time All-State player at Fairfield Prep. 2015 Connecticut State champions, had over 1,000 career points during his time there. Missed the first one. And the Merrimack faithful can't throw him off enough. He'll hit one of two. 5-point edge for the Bulldogs. Warriors 24-9 here at Hamill Court over the last 2+ seasons. Picked 11th in the preseason NEC Coaches Poll, but what a start it's been for them. 3-1 in the conference to begin things. What a start it was for them at the D1 level overall. Really, the entire athletics program has had a huge jump onto the Division I scene. Or all the rest of the programs joining the hockey programs at the Division I level. Warriors back on November 8th in the second game of the year with that huge win over Northwestern, 71-61. Some other notable non-conference wins against UMass, Lowell, Hartford, and Army. Trying to win for the 4th time in conference already in their 5th conference game. Green running away from everybody. Grant still with no points, back to Green. Green throws it for Lynn. Lynn deep two. That one is off the mark. The Bulldogs will keep the basketball. Bryant's lost 3 of 4. Merrimack has won 3 of 4. Cardenas rejected there by, that was Ziggy Reed, got a hand on it. Green spins out of traffic. That was an athletic play by him. Green. Grant back to Green. Green goes through Hayes, gets it inside to Harding, and an easy 2 for Harding on the nice pass. 39-34. Couple of points for Harding. Here comes Javaris Hayes, the Lou Henson Award midseason watch list. Part of the one of 50 players named as a potential top mid-major player, 3 of whom come from the NEC, including 2 here tonight in Javaris Hayes and Adam Grant. And it's been other guys that have been getting it done for their teams, namely Cardenas and Lynn for Bryant. Here is Grant. Grant with a pull-up from the elbow. That one's good. Now, he is a shooter. There's no doubt about it. 41.5% from the field, 38+% from three-point range. He had 17 against Mount St. Mary's last time out. He's been a 6-time NEC Prime Performer this year. Little 360 swivel up and underneath is good for 2 from Joyner. How about Idris Joyner? Former teammate with Hayes as well as Jaleel Lord at St. Anthony's in high school, and now here they are at Merrimack College playing together as well. Mikey Watkins stepped towards the three-point arc. Inside, Joyner has space for it, and he scores. 3-point basketball game. 4.5 minutes into the second half. Grant's over 1,600 career points with Bryant. Cardenas cuts back, wanted to get the extended give and go. Joyner took it away, hands it off for Hayes. Hayes with great court vision, gets it to the corner, three-pointer, no good. Adam Grant runs the floor again. Also one of the NEC career three-point leaders as he continues to climb the ranks there. Grant covered tightly, though, by Mikey Watkins, one of the top defensive players for the Warriors. Both Watkins and Hayes, the top stealing duo. Here is Grant for three. This one will not go. Hayes and Watkins, the top duo as far as steals go in the conference. At a 101 total steals, not just the conference actually, the most steals for any duo in the NCAA. It's a 3-point lead for Bryant, 14:40 left to go. How about Javaris Hayes and the playmaking ability? He's always been the quarterback of this offense. Little no-look feed to Joyner inside for two.
And for the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
Still nearly 15 minutes of basketball to go in this NEC matchup here tonight on a Wednesday night in conference between Joyner's Merrimack Warriors and the Bryant Bulldogs, as he gets a much-deserved rest here for a few. Hayes still out there, plays a ton of basketball. Ziggy Reed, MIAA-B Player of the Year last year out of the state of Maryland. Speaking of big guys, 6'6", 235. Ziggy Reed's cousin Lindsey once played for the Oakland Raiders, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders. Good athletic bloodlines in that family. Cardenas is smothered on his way to the cup. Gotta love the aggressiveness and maybe the game planning ability for head coach Jared Grosso. Getting Juan Cardenas and Benson Lynn the basketball tonight, and having Bulldogs who don't typically lead this team in scoring pick up the slack when individuals like Adam Grant are not scoring. Cardenas now leads all players with 17. Watkins also won a state championship in New Jersey at Linden High School as a senior. Three-pointer, this one went all the way around but stayed out. Naduba. Couple of fakes to each side. Towns for Lynn. Lynn trying to face that 2-3 zone. Naduba. Towns won't put the ball on the floor. Naduba kicks it to the corner. Cardenas is good from three. 20 points for Juan Cardenas. I'll say it again, his previous season high was 8 at Fordham back in mid-December. He has crushed that here tonight with 20. Jordan Minor, two-time NEC Rookie of the Week, is good for 2. Minor, the freshman from Kingston, Massachusetts, 11 points, 2 blocks against Mount St. Mary's on Thursday. Head coach Joe Gallo ends up with the basketball. It's a 5-point lead for Bryant. They have had the lead for quite some time in this game. They have led this game nearly 83% of it. Last Merrimack lead was at 14-13, all the way back at 13 minutes of the first half. So Bryant has led this game for over now a half of it. Cardenas is fouled, and a clear foul as he got positioning inside, and he is having himself quite a night.
That's his third, team's third. At the line, he has 2 shots.
So Cardenas with a new career high. You're going to pull up the career numbers from him. Last year he had a 19-point game in a win against Mount St. Mary's. Now got 21 points tonight for a new career high. Congratulations to him. I'm sure he'd like it to be in a winning effort. Warriors have trailed for a lot of this basketball game, but within striking distance, they still are. Reed working on Lynn, and Lynn fouled him. Lynn didn't like the call. Reed will take it. Lynn spent some time with the Chinese Taipei national team. Both parents played for the Taiwanese national teams. And he has really had a nice start to his career, as he'll go take a seat with a few fouls. And that's probably good news for the Warriors, who have had a difficult time trying to defend him. Wide open 3 is good. Ziggy Reed, another triple. He's shooting about 33% from downtown this season. That's his first 3-pointer here tonight. Reed's got 5 points. Duba and Grant. Grant wanted to dish it off. He's been trying to facilitate. Shoots the 3-pointer. Will not go. Warriors got to rebound the basketball a little bit better. Cardenas tried to throw it off of Reed. He couldn't do so. One of the things where the Warriors have really struggled, as we take another look, is on the glass last couple of seasons. Just a 3-point ball game here with 11:45 left to go in the second half. Warriors continue to hang around here from North Andover.
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't, we say why not. We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustin for 3. Bash, 3 in the air from the top. He made it! Larino back out to Johnson.
Slater Gosto glides and splits the T. On 3. Good.
Underneath.
Spelman! We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
11:45 of basketball to play from North Andover, Massachusetts, here on NEC Front Row. Three-pointer is good. Michael Daring drops it for a 48-48 tie. Former Proctor Academy star. Also a former state champion in high school. Won one as a junior. Daring with double-digit points in each of the last two. Now make that three with 11 points here tonight. This one off the mark, and the Warriors with possession, a chance to take a lead in the basketball game. Hayes pulled up, stopped on his dribble. McCoy. And now Hayes. Jordan Minor over to the far side. Hayes got it back towards the elbow, goes into the paint, kicks it back out. McCoy was stepping on the line. This one is no good. Rebound to Naduba. Naduba, former Brooks School standout. Green with the runner. Grant back for Cardenas. Harding likes his matchup inside. He got whacked. And Jordan Minor did not like the call. Let's take another look. Harding wanted it. Got hit, yep. And a little bit light, but that's been the threshold here tonight. So as long as it's consistent, you got to appreciate it. And I feel like the officiating has been pretty consistent here tonight. Towns off the inbound. Grant off the catch. Cardenas back to Grant. Green, good speed. Darts inside, kicks it out to Lynn. That one's good for three. Three-pointer for Lynn. As he's now got 19. 2 away from a season high for Benson Lynn. Had 19 points against Navy back on December 2nd. Ziggy Reed wanted the left hand. Bodying inside on the spin. He'll wipe it out. Grant gets called for the foul. And they call the foul prior to the shot, or is Reed gonna go to the line? They did announce on the floor, on the PA. And it will be an inbounds. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead. And a rare turnover as Hayes threw it away. Here's Grant, also a Lou Henson Award midseason watch list nominee, 3-time All-NEC player in Grant, All-Rookie, and then a 2-time All-Conference player after that. As I mentioned, climbing up the NEC 3-point leader ranks. Towns with a turn and shoot, swirled around the cylinder. Javaris Hayes, the other Lou Henson Award midseason watch list player, gave it away again. Back-to-back turnovers. Javaris Hayes throwing it away. Grant, no-look feed. Towns, but Hayes took it back away on the rejection, but he touched it last out of bounds. So nice little makeup effort for Javaris Hayes on the other side of the floor. Hayes tonight, just 2 points, but he's got 7 dimes, a couple of rebounds, and 2 steals. Put his season total up to 66 steals this season. The best theft man in the country. Naduba. Sebastian Towns, all-time leading scorer from Norfolk Collegiate High School in Virginia. Over 2,000 career points. Just some ridiculous numbers that Sebastian Towns put up, senior from Chesapeake. This one's good for 3. First 3 points of the night for Naduba. And a good time to find him with 8.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Mikey Watkins. Sister Dominique ran some track at University of Pittsburgh, and he drops this one. Sunken ship from Mikey Watkins. That one was good. And Cardenas' foul, I think he was at the distance, caught him on the arm, and it will be 3 shots for Cardenas.
His first, team 6. Cardenas at the line has 3 shots.
Cardenas, a 71% free throw shooter last year. And this year, just over 53%, but he cannot miss tonight. 3 more on the board for Cardenas. 4 for 4 from three-point land, 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, 7 of 10 from the field for 24 points. Idris Joyner. Joyner muscling his way inside, took a couple steps, wanted to travel, but call a foul instead. And Joyner's going to get a couple shots. Joyner, a 62.5% free throw shooter. He is going to have some free throws on the other side of his media timeout. How about Naduba? Finally taking a 3, good from downtown.
Piero to the belt and delivers. With his 3rd goal of the tournament. Shot! No!
Lead by Braxton is good at the buzzer. Would you believe it?
Allegro jumps inside. Eddie, another shot. She scores.
Less than 7 minutes of basketball to play. It's been a long time since the Warriors have had a lead. They were able to tie the basketball game up at 48 aside. Since then, Bryant has pulled ahead once more. Led for a long, long time here tonight. Over 26 minutes of basketball with a lead for Bryant. Merrimack led for less than 2 minutes. As Joyner makes his free throws. Joyner spent 1 year at Western Oklahoma State College. Had 50-plus blocks last year, the first Warrior to do that since the 2010-2011 season. Grant on the catch. Naduba back to Grant. Naduba thought about going to his right. Grant into the corner. Lynn was open there. Will not get it to go. A rarity for him tonight. Grant. The shot clock back up to 20 after the offensive board. Naduba inside, Cardenas out. Cardenas goes inside the line. Grant, what does he want to do with it? Towns with the catch on the save and a takeaway by Joyner. Joyner going to run up the floor. Joyner to the hoop. Oh, and it will not go. That That would have been a big momentum changer on the steal and the near miss from Joyner. Towns now. Grant taken away. Back the other way goes Hayes. Hayes is fouled. That's a good foul for Adam Grant. Just his second personal. 6:42 to go. And so Jafaris Hayes goes to the line, a 75% free throw shooter or so. Hayes was named a NEC Prime Performer this past week. Way short on that one. How about the year that Hayes had last year as a junior in the Warriors' final year in the NE10? Became the first player in NCAA history to record a campaign of at least 600 points, 200 rebounds, 200 assists, and 100 steals. That's across all divisions. Did that last year, as now he in his final season with the Warriors. Met some scouts in this building, is the word on the street, that Hayes could potentially play at the pro ranks overseas after his time is done with the Warriors. Just a fun player to watch. Bulldogs get a miss, and the height advantage from Harding. No, it's going to be a over the back foul. So the first personal foul against Harding. And now the ball come all the way back down the other court. And Jensen is going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Jensen over 83% on free throws this season. And hits the front side, so he'll get a second. Box score really reflective of how this game has gone down. Eye test has matched the score sheet, in my opinion. Two defensive teams in a defensive battle here late in a second quarter, as Green with a pull-up mid-range jumper gets that one to float. He's now got 4 points. Can Hayes turn up the heat? Get some offense rolling for the guys in white tonight. Jensen, 57th career game for him at a career-high 23 points at Northwestern back at the beginning of the year. Joyner waits for everybody to go up. Oh, and he almost finished, but he will go back to the chair to stripe and shoot a couple of them after he was harmed. Well, it's going to be a 1-and-1 situation. No, it is 2. Okay. That's what I thought. It's thrown off by the public address announcer here in-house. As Joyner remains perfect from the line, he's the only guy to get there more than twice. He's hit all 3 so far. 4 rebounds and 14 points now. 4 for 4 from the line. Watkins comes out. Daring will come in. Defending NEC Rookie of the Week. Jordan Minor's already had that honor a couple times this season. A 3-point game. Naduba. Joyner playing defense for the Warriors. Here's Hayes, waiting for his teammates to join him. Handoff for Jensen. Jensen dashes to the net. Hayes goes himself to the hoop. Follow-up try will not go. Another offensive board. Joyner tried to go up, and he's fouled again. That's 3 times in the last 4 trips up court for Idris Joyner that he has gone to the line. He'll have 2 more shots. He's already hit the first 4. Joyner now leads the Warriors in points with 14 in 24 minutes. Make it 15. Chance to make this a 1-point game. Two teams shooting dangerously similar numbers from the field tonight. 6 for 6 from the line for Idris Joyner. Merrimack has not led since it was 14-13. Back at 13:07 the first half. Bryant led by as many as 9. Down to 1. 5 minutes less than 5 minutes to go here in this game. Late in the shot clock. Grant. He can shoot it from anywhere. Green kicks it out to Lynn. Lynn, shot clock, beat it. No good. Rebound. Jensen with a save. Chance for the Warriors to take their first lead in quite some time. Hayes. What's he going to do with it? Back to Joyner. Joyner wants to give it off. He will to Ziggy Reed. Hayes gets it back halfway through his shot clock. Javaris Hayes averaging 9.8 points per game. Hayes into the corner. 3-point try for Daring. It's good! Michael Daring buries it from the corner. And the Warriors take their first lead since 13:07 of the first half. It's a 2-point lead for Merrimack. Grant has been passive all night. Here's Green. Back to Grant. Grant for Towns. Towns, this one rejected cleanly. Cardenas to the hoop is thrown down. All ball. Bryant wanted a call. They will not get it. Still have over 3.5 to play here in the second half. The Warriors have stormed all the way back. They were down 9 at one point. Latest triple coming from the corner from Daring. We'll take another look here as we head to break here on NEC Front Row.
This jersey means everything. Every practice, every game, every shot is an opportunity. Every day we fight, we scratch, we claw. Respect is earned, nothing is given. We wouldn't have it any other way. They say we can't. We say why not? We will never back down. Knock us down, and we'll just get right back up.
Augustin for 3. Bash, 3 in the air from the top. He made it! Marino back out to Johnson.
Slater Gosto glides and splits the T. On 3. Good.
Underneath. Spellman! Hey!
We're the NEC, and we're right here. You know where to find us. All in, ball out. Let's get it.
Bryant has led this game for 82% of it. They do not lead right now. 61-59 lead for Merrimack. As the Bulldogs with an opportunity to regain it here. Kind of float it up towards the bucket. Not sure what was going on in that look. And Joyner with an easy steal for Merrimack. Kind of a wasted possession. That's third steal for Joyner. He's had quite a game here especially in this second half, now leads the Warriors with 16. 14 from Daring after that latest triple. Hayes with a hesitation, 2 points, and the foul. Hayes will go to the line for more.
Number 54, Sebastian Pounds. His second team is over the limit. Tavares Hayes at the line has 1 shot.
Hayes 0 for 2 from the stripe. And 0 for 3 hasn't been his night from the line. Hayes with 4 points in this game, 8 dimes, 3 steals, and a couple boards.
Warrior foul on number 3, Michael O'Brien. That's his first, team 7th.
Daring's first foul, team 7th. And Aduba will have a 1-and-1 situation. Had a season high 18 points at number 13 Maryland. A couple days before the new year. Former Brooks School standout. Aduba, 3-time ISL champs with Brooks. It's a couple of big free throws in crunch time. He's now got 5 points, 3 minutes to go in the game. What a game it's been here tonight from Hamel Court at Merrimack College. Thanks for being with us on NEC Front Row. You're obviously not going to leave your seat now. Hayes checks with head coach Joe Gallo. Going to run the play to Daring, back to Hayes. Hayes working it inside, kissed it off the glass. A couple more for Javaris Hayes. Trying to push the pace is Naduba. Surprised that Bryant hasn't done that more tonight. That was the scouting report coming in. Bryant wants to push the pace. Merrimack wants to slow it down. As we take another look at Hayes. Well, that's his patented look with the left hand. We saw it 2 times in a row up the court for him. And 1-and-1 again for Naduba. Hit the front half last time around. He hit both of them last time around. And he hits that one there. Naduba, a 64% free throw shooter coming into tonight, but he's been perfect here this evening. 2-point lead for the Warriors. Hayes checks with his coach again. Surveys the defense. Gonna call out the play. Hayes will send Ziggy Reed down the baseline. He'll switch with Jensen. Hayes wants the same look again. Late rejection comes in from Cardenas. And a big play by the Bulldogs. Trying to set it up. It was read well. Cardenas came in late. Ooh, he shoved Joyner away to get the rejection. And Jensen is apoplectic. After his first personal foul, sends Naduba back to the line for 1-and-1, and he missed it. 4 straight free throws from Naduba. Missed that one. Less than 2 minutes to go. Same score. Same situation as we had moments ago. See if Merrimack runs something different. Jensen will walk now towards under the cup. Hayes down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now he'll pick it up. Hayes goes to the hoop, lays it up and in for 2. Hayes straight to the hoop, scoring when it counts now in crunch time. And a timeout is called. How about Javaris Hayes? Last year, part of the NE10 first team, was a defensive player of the year, led the nation in steals. Well, he's got a couple more points here. Now up to 8 on the night. We'll take a break with 1:35 left to go here from North Andover.
And for the first time in history, the Bryant Bulldogs are Northeast Conference champions.
Piero to the belt and delivers. With his third goal of the tournament. Shot! No! Clean by Braxton is good at the buzzer. Would you believe it? Allegro comes inside. Eddie, another shot. She scores!
95 seconds in regulation time, a 4-point lead for the Warriors. Travaris Hayes only had 2 points at halftime. Only had 2 points really up until the last couple minutes, where he's got 6 now in the last few possessions for Merrimack College. Bryant doesn't get a bucket on this one. It's going to be tough for them to come back, but they get the roll there. Duba. It's been different guys here in the second half than it was in the first, really for both teams. Hayes over the line. Warriors can take this down to about 45 seconds if they choose to do so.
1 minute to play in the half. 1 minute.
Jensen's going to run up top to set a pick. Hayes goes off of it. Hayes on the crossover. Back to Jensen. Inside Joyner. Joyner wants the hoop. Joyner, fall away. No good. Got the iron. Battle for the rebound. Lynn, did he step on the baseline? No. Naduba's got it. 2-point game. Naduba up court. Are they going to let it play out? Kicks it out. Try here for Cardenas. Missed on the air ball. Cardenas fell down. Warriors have it. Only about 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a foul is called. Naduba commits it. That is his 4th personal foul. And so Hayes will go to the line where he has not been good tonight. Warriors have been perfect from the line except for Hayes. They're 8 of 11. Hayes is 0 for 3. Big time to hit at least one here. And he does. The senior clutch from the stripe. And can he make it a 2-possession game? That's what's on the line with this one. 28 seconds, and he does. Both of them are perfect. He had him when he needed him. 4-point ball game. Shot clock is off. And a timeout is called. I'm going to stay right here. After the timeout is called by head coach Jared Grosso, who's really done a nice job with this Bryant program since he took over in his 2nd season now. Last year he was a Joe B. Hall Award finalist, which is given to the nation's top first-year coach, after he was previously an assistant at Iona College. Also spent some time at Fordham and Quinnipiac. He is a Quinnipiac grad where he was a 2-time captain, top 25 scoring all-time, and a QU Athletics Hall of Famer, class of 2014. But he's trying to get his team back to within 1 possession here. Talking about, hey, are we trying to get a quick 2? We're trying to go for a 3. And then what's the plan on the other side of the inbounds? All being discussed right now for the Bulldogs, who are playing in their first road game of the NEC schedule tonight. They've got 4 of their next 6 on the road. In fact, that's including tonight. They're 4-4 so far on the road. And for a team who maybe has the most talent that this program has had since their jump to Division I, which, by the way, happened back for the 08-09 season, they are in danger of falling to 1-3 in the conference. First meeting between these two teams in nearly 12 years. when they both met at the Division II level in the NE10 days. Naduba, that pass was deflected. Naduba rushing towards the net, gives it off down low and slammed down by Cardenas. So Cardenas set up a tent underneath the hoop, eventually got it on the rush play by Naduba. And Cardenas's career night continues. He's now got 26 points. Let's take another look. Chance here on a near takeaway. Look at this pass. Boom, deflected right there in the active hands from Mikey Watkins, and he can take it away. Watkins, 37 steals on the year. 38, actually, because he has one tonight. How about Cardenas and his evening with 26 points? Previous season high was 8. Previous career high at Bryant was 19. And his basketball team is in this game really because of him tonight. 2 points, though. That's the advantage right now for Merrimack College. Warriors will completely spread out the floor. Inbounds coming here from Reed. And we got whistles everywhere. I think we had a foul prior to the inbounds. As you take a look at Coach Grasso, somewhat irate, then quickly calmed himself down right after that. Quinnipiac grad back in 02, checking with the scorers table as they send Hayes to the line. And Hayes missed the first. Got the roll on the second. 70-67. Naduba again with the speed. Leaves it off for Grant. Grant back to Naduba. Naduba to tie. Too short. Rebound brought down by Joyner. And Joyner is fouled. 1.7 seconds left. That was the ball game on the try from Naduba. Not necessarily, I should say. Unless Joyner cannot make one of these. Good little setup drop for Grant. Naduba got himself an open space. Had a pretty good look at it. And now 2 shots for Idris Joyner, and he's been perfect from the line tonight. He only needs to hit one of these. 6 for 6 so far this evening. 16 points, 6 rebounds for the senior, and he'll miss the first one. So Merrimack coaching staff sending everybody back in case of a miss here from Joyner. And Joyner missed them both. Chance here on the tie, but Hayes got the rebound, and that is going to ice it. Just 0.1 on the clock. Joyner missed them both after being a perfect 6 for 6. But Hayes picks up the rebound. There's only 0.1 showing on the clock. I'm surprised that Coach Grasso isn't going to ask the scorers table to take another look if there's any extra time on the clock. Hayes missed that free throw try. And he'll sink the second one, and that's going to ice it. And the buzzer will sound. The Warriors are victorious here this evening. Final score over Bryant, 71-67. And Merrimack improves its record to 10-8 overall, 4-1 in the conference. Bryant falls to 9-8 overall and 1-3 in conference play. What an evening in a losing effort from Juan Cardenas, 26 points. Had a couple of rebounds, couple of blocks, and a steal as well. Pretty good evening from Benson Lynn as well with 19 for Merrimack in a winning effort. They had 5 players in double digits. Little depth scoring for the Warriors got it done. Michael Daring with 14. Mikey Watkins with 12. Idris Joyner led the Warriors with 16. 10 from Devin Jensen and 12 from Javaris Hayes in a winning effort here this evening. Next up for the Warriors, they will head to Pennsylvania for the long holiday weekend. First visiting Robert Morris, first place Robert Morris, for the first time in school history on Saturday. That one will tip off at 4 p.m. Bryant gets to go home for the next couple, beginning with Long Island on Saturday, also at 4 p.m. That is going to do it for us here this evening. I want to thank our entire production crew here at Merrimack College as we sign off with a final score here tonight. Merrimack College 71, Bryant University 67. I'm Craig White saying good night from North Andover, Massachusetts. This has been a presentation of NEC Front Row.